This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
My boss has been in contact with you guys about extremely large pivot hinge for a door. Let me pull up the invoice real quick. And I got some questions on it before I pull the trigger on doing this door, per se.
Okay.
So it is going to be, the quote is for a Rixson extra heavy duty center hung pivot set for a 2000. The door is SPLO-3712 times 624. So it's supposed to be for like a 3,000 pound door or something like that.
Okay.
Is that correct?
I don't recall speaking to somebody about that pivot, but I am familiar with Rixson's pivot that'll swing a 3,000 pound center hung, yes.
Okay, so the question is the problem is that my boss does not want to center pivot this. He wants to off center pivot this. Is that going to be possible with this?
No. Well, I mean, if you take this hardware and somehow figure out a way to modify it, I suppose, but this is that SPLO that you referred to, that's solidly a center hung application.
Do they make something that will support a 3,000 pound door that can be off-centered?
If it does exist, I've never heard of it. I'm happy to reach out to them and ask.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to say that it's going to be like an 8-foot wide door by like 25 foot tall.
Yeah, and why? So why offset?
That's just because that's what he wants to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only ask because it would be good to have conversation about something that will cost several thousands of dollars and say, hey, are you sure the application's correct?
Absolutely, and this is kind of why, because I'm going to be the one building it and the one installing it. So before I say that we can do this, I need to know before it's like I'm going to tell him I can't do this because I can't off center the pivot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I just don't want to get down that road, try to hang a 3,000 pound door and it not work.
Yeah, I get that.
So, okay. Yeah, I mean, if you could reach out to them and kind of see if they do, or if it is possible, it would probably be offset to like a 2 foot on one side to maybe I can talk him into 3 foot.
You mean you want to kick it over off of
a center pivot?
Hold on. You're using the term offset. To someone who speaks pivot like me, offset is a very definitive, crystal clear term that means only one thing. Are you asking whether or not you can take the vertical axis of pivoting and push it down towards the center of the door like you'd see on a revolving door?
So no, so basically if it's an 8 foot wide door, I want to mount the pivot at 3 foot off of one side.
Okay. So imagine in your mind's eye a revolving door. Let's say that overall the diameter of the revolving door enclosure is 8 foot. Where would you put your center line of pivot for a revolving door? Right at 4 foot, right?
Right.
Okay. So you want to do that same thing I just said, but not at 4 foot. You want to have it from 3 foot from one end.
Correct.
Okay. The term offset versus the term center hung. The term offset specifically means that the vertical axis of pivoting will not be down through the center of the thickness of the door. It'll be measured off the face of the door. You're not offsetting it. You don't want to do an offset.
Got you.
Okay. You can absolutely 1,000,000,000% for sure take this SPLO-3712 630 that I have one in stock, and put the vertical axis of pivoting where you want to put it at 3 foot off of one edge of the door.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
In fact, it's quite
Okay.
common to do that.
Okay, that's just kind of what I wanted to make sure. I don't do a lot of pivots, so that's sorry about the terminology, and I totally understand where it threw you off. But thank you for clearing that up with me, and I appreciate you letting me know that we can do that. So the other question I have for you is mounting this pivot. How do they recommend mounting it to the actual frame of the door itself? Because it's going to have to be mounted to an aluminum door frame.
Well, there is absolutely no published guidance how you'll accomplish that. There is in my website a technical drawing. That's the only documentation they provide on this. Now, if it was me, I would be taking my aluminum framing and I'd be cutting a big giant rectangle out of it to attach the header portion of the top pivot. I would then take very thick steel, like 1/4 inch, and I would create a mounting plate for that.
Sure.
And use the machine screws that come with that top pivot to get it attached.
Okay, and then the same with the bottom?
Well, the bottom's going to get the bottom, like the bottom pivot.
Yeah.
Well, the bottom pivot is going to be put into the floor.
Sure, but how does it attach to the door frame? I haven't seen any. He hasn't sent me anything or any specs on. It doesn't attach to the door frame at all.
No, because this is a center hung pivot. It goes to the floor. Then the arm that sits on the spindle that's in the floor goes to the bottom of your door.
Yes. How does that attach to the door? Just screwing in, basically, is how it calls for?
It does, yeah. The arm is going to be screwed to the bottom of the door using the fastener supplied or whatever is appropriate for what you're doing.
Okay. Okay, I appreciate it. Sorry, I literally haven't seen any specs or anything on this, so I'm literally flying blind at this point.
Yeah.
This is the first thing I've ever seen on any spec or any product number on it, so I can actually go look it up now. I literally just got this and was asked to call you about it. So
in my site, search the term Z as in Zulu 135. When that page returns results, you're looking for the thing that's more than $10,000. That's how you'll know that you found the right one. I keep one in stock. I'm staring at the box that it's in. So the pivot, I think all of it weighs about 100 pounds. It's epic. It is epic.
Okay.
Right on.
I appreciate everything. I'm going to go check that out right now. And I guess if I have any other questions, I will call you back. But thank you for your time. I really appreciate you explaining that to me.
You bet. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.